Hello, I'm Dow Bartling, and welcome to another Dow's Weekly Digest. Do you ever notice, as we get older, and of course I'm in that category, we seem to collect things. No, not just stuff that's in the garage. I've got enough of that stuff. Not just coffee mugs or extension cords. We collect ideas, advice, apps, passwords, projects, and responsibilities. This week I read a story called The Fox and the Hedgehog. It comes from a very, very old Greek parable. The fox knows many things. He's clever. He's got tricks. The fox reminds me of people who have 6 unfinished projects and are excited about starting number 7. The hedgehog knows one big thing. The fox is clever, always moving, always trying something new. Lots of strategies, lots of options. The hedgehog, just one strategy. When danger comes, he curls into a ball and lets his quills do the work. Simple, not flashy, but effective. The hedgehog's strategy is refreshingly very simple. He doesn't attend webinars on how to become a better hedgehog. He just hedgehogs. And it got me thinking. Most of us spend our times trying to be foxes. We're chasing 6 priorities before breakfast. We're answering emails while listening to a webinar, checking our phones again while eating lunch. And wondering why? We're exhausted. We think the world rewards activity. Maybe it does. But success often rewards focus. I've noticed successful people aren't always working harder. Sometimes they're just working on fewer things. I remember over the years watching some of the most successful advisors I've ever known, like Ben Feldman. At first I thought they had some secret formula they weren't sharing. Maybe they were smarter. Maybe they had better connections. Maybe they knew something that the rest of us didn't. But I noticed something very interesting in the different places I was at. Most of them weren't doing 50 things. They were doing a few things extraordinarily well. One advisor became the expert in retirement income planning. Another focused almost entirely on business owners. Another built her business, the entire practice, around long-term client relationships and service to the community. Different approaches, same lesson. They found their hedgehog and they stayed with it. Meanwhile, the rest of us sometimes run around like foxes, chasing every shiny opportunity that pops up. And let's be honest, I'm guilty very much myself. There have been days where I've been on so many projects I forgot which one I was supposed to be worried about in the first place. The truth is that focus kind of feels boring. Distraction feels exciting. That's why so many people struggle with it. A fox looks impressive because he's always moving. A hedgehog looks unimpressive because he's sitting still, it seems. Until you realize the hedgehog is making progress, while the fox is just changing directions. I think this applies far beyond business. What makes a great marriage? Usually not 50 complicated tricks. One big thing: love your spouse well. What makes a great friendship? One big thing: show up consistently. What makes a great faith? One big thing: stay connected to your Father, God, day after day, even when life gets busy. The most important parts of life often aren't complicated. They're simple, but they're not easy. That's the difference. Perhaps the secret isn't learning more and more things. Maybe it's identifying the one or two things that matter most and refusing to be distracted from them. The older I get, the more I believe success is less about addition and more about elimination. Less clutter, less noise, less chasing, more purpose, more focus, more intentional living. So this week, let me leave you with a little question here. What's your hedgehog? What's the one thing that if you invested more time and energy, it would make everything else better? Perhaps sometimes the difference is between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one isn't knowing 100 things. It's knowing the right thing and staying with it long enough to matter. Until next week, this is Dal Bartling reminding you that a hedgehog doesn't worry about staying ahead of the competition. He just keeps rolling along. And somehow, the fox never figures the hedgehog out. And friends, sometimes one thing, that one big thing, is enough. And please remember this: blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care and have a good week.